Well, hi, Andrew Bell with you once again as we move into the last 8 weeks of the year. And aren't things changing so quickly? It was only a couple of weeks ago and so much of Australia was in lockdowns, but as the surge of vaccinations have occurred, we are now getting undertakings from the Premiers of Victoria, New South Wales and Queensland that there will be no more lockdowns ever again. It's quite amazing how quickly we've gone from so many restrictions to almost none. Borders are starting to open up both domestically and internationally, and by Christmas, you get a sense that we will pretty much be functioning almost the same as we did pre-COVID. Of course, we've been warned that COVID will be with us and that those who haven't been vaccinated will be the ones at risk. The rest will be able to function pretty much with total freedom and safety. So how's this going to affect the real estate market? Well, we certainly are expecting a surge of activity here on the Gold Coast. So many people who have been wanting to buy but not quite had the same comfort as many others who've been buying properties throughout this year sight unseen or with a FaceTime inspection or just a video of the property, then those that have been holding back and want to see the property themselves have the opportunity of doing so from the 17th December onwards. We'll be able to come here personally and inspect. Our local Gold Coast tourism operators have confirmed that the minute the announcement was made the borders are open to the vaccinated from the 17th of December, the bookings have gone through the roof. It's amazing. Every year we can accommodate more people than the year before because of all the new buildings that are built in any one year, providing additional accommodation space. There's very little doubt we're going to have a record number of people visiting the Gold Coast, and so many of those will be people who've been wanting to buy here on the Gold Coast. It should be an amazing period of time. We see that the authorities are getting increasingly concerned about how long the real estate market can power ahead as it is presently. As I mentioned in my last report, APRA have brought in some regulations from the 1st of November, which will restrict the amount of money that buyers can borrow in comparison to previous levels. They also said if that doesn't slow the market down, they're prepared to do more tightening of lending. And of course, last week's announcement of inflation now at 3% raised a question of potential interest rate rises sometime later next year. Both of those measures will be used if necessary to rein in the real estate market. But for now, it continues with amazing strength. Our auctions are setting record results. Often programs of 30-35 in-room auctions are selling at almost 100% success. And likewise, with our busy on-site auctions on Saturdays, and it's almost without exception that every property is selling. It's the old supply and demand equation. So I keep being asked, how long can this market continue? And the answer is certainly through the balance of this year and into next year. Only the inexperienced would claim that they know what will happen beyond there, because there's a never-changing set of factors that come into play. Beyond question, the Gold Coast property market has been reset and redefined. As the 6th largest city in Australia, we're now truly showing our huge appeal to our fellow Australians. We've come of age. We've built an awesome platform. The days of boom and bust, they're behind us. But like all real estate markets around Australia, indeed overseas, we'll always be subject to the pressures that come about with economic cycles and the impact that has on consumer confidence. Make hay while the sun shines is certainly my recommendation. The Gold Coast is in the best position it's ever been, and one only wonders what will happen when the international borders fully open up, certainly here in Queensland, and foreign investors who are looking for a safe haven to secure a real estate investment are free to come here. Wow, haven't we had some crazy weather of late? I hope wherever you are that you and your families have been personally safe and no damage to your property. I'll look forward to being back with you in a fortnight's time for further market updates.